this video, we're going to talk about solving exponential and logarithmic formulas. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so I'm being asked to solve for b. So you can see this is a formula. Here's where I want to solve for. So I have some other videos where I've talked about just general strategies for solving logarithms and exponentials. So of course, the first thing that we're going to want to do is we want to get to this natural log of b. We want to isolate it. So to do that, first I'm going to subtract off the a. And then, to get rid of the fraction, I will multiply both sides by that natural log of b. So times natural log of b and times natural log of b. So now I've got natural log of b times p minus a equals c. And then I can divide both sides by the p minus the a. And now I have my goal met of getting the natural log of b by itself. Okay, so the next thing that we have to do is to get b by itself. So just treat this side as a number. And so if you think back to what strategies do we use if we have a logarithm and a number, we just use the definition of the logarithm to rewrite this. So natural log means log base e of b. Those are one and the same. So to rewrite this expression just using the definition of the logarithm, this would be e to the c over p minus a, that equals b. Kind of a wacky looking answer, but that's what it is. Okay, so moving on to this next example. So now I want to solve for n. N is the exponent in this case. So once again, I'm going to have to just do whatever work it takes to get to this. All right, so probably the easiest thing to do in this case will be to multiply by the denominator. 1 plus r to the negative n. So I will do that to both sides. So 1 minus 1 plus r to the negative n. So do that to both sides. So now I've got a times 1 minus 1 plus r to the negative n equals pr. And so you have some options of how to go about this. I think I'm just going to go ahead and divide by a. So I'm going to divide both sides by a to get 1 minus 1 plus r to the negative n equals pr over a. So remember, the goal here is we're trying to just get this thing isolated so we can figure out what to do next. So I think the next best thing to do would be to subtract the 1. And so now we are making some progress. I want to also get rid of this negative. So you can divide or multiply. I want to think of this as multiplying both sides by negative 1. So times negative 1. So let me clear some space. And so now I've got, change the color, 1 plus r to the negative n equals, so this will become negative pr over a plus 1. Okay, so now how the heck do I get to that negative n? All right, so to do that, I'm going to have to take a log or a natural log of each side, so that'll help me isolate everything. So I have the natural log of 1 plus r to the negative n equals the natural log of, I'll write this as 1 minus pr over a. And now, because I've done that, now I can bring the exponent down using the properties of logarithms. And now we're just about ready to finish this. So, okay, let me clear a little more space. And now we're in the home stretch, so we can just divide by the thing that we don't want. So I want the n to be positive, so I divide by a negative, and then natural log of 1 plus r. Do that to both sides. And I have n equals the natural log of 1 minus pr over a over the negative natural log of 1 plus r. Okay, so for this next one, I recommend that you just pause the video here and you give this a try on your own, and then just hit play when you're ready. Okay, so this time I want to solve for a, and so before I solve for a, I think the easiest thing to do will be to rewrite this side as a single logarithm. So I have log of a equals log of b minus log of d to the c. So first using the exponent property. And then I have log of a equals log of b over d to the c. And actually now this is going to be a pretty simple problem. This will just come out to be a equals b over dc. Since each side is a logarithm, you can just pop out the inside. Okay, and so we have one last example now. So we're going to solve for x. So once again, I recommend that you just pause the video here, give this a try, and hit play when you're ready. So now I want to solve for x. So first I'm going to subtract off the 100. And I'm just trying to get the log of x by itself. So I'm also going to divide both sides by 5. So I have d minus 100 over 5 equals log of x. And so since this is now a log equals something that's not a log, I have to use the definition of a logarithm. So the final part of this then will be 10 to x equals 10 to the d minus 100 over 5. And so that's all you can do for that one. Okay, and so that brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in another one.